Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ash and today I'm going to review Camel by Zoologist. So Zoologist is definitely a very niche brand. There's only one shop I can think of that stocks it here in the UK, and that's Bloom in Covent Garden, London. Obviously they've got an official website, which I put a link in the description for that. So the whole thing with Zoologists, right, is like they've got like different like the names of like the animals, okay, but it's not about what the animal smells like. It's about like the animal's habitat. So camel, you kind of think like desert, it's that kind of habitat, that environment basically. I think the overall scent profile of Camel was very soft, it's very gentle. That being said, I think like the performance, like the longevity is surprisingly good, to be honest. The projection is quite soft, but when I say scent profile, it's kind of like, you can have it where the profile's soft, but the performance is actually like really good. So it can kind of differ in that. So yeah, it's very soft. It's definitely not like a in-your-face fragrance, this one. Like it doesn't scream for attention. It's kind of similar to Shergi by Serge Lutens, which I have done a review of. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link for that. So yeah, Camel, when you first spray it, it's very like, it smells very warm, to be honest. So imagine like, walking through a desert. So like, I kind of think of like Egypt, like somewhere like that. So like, like you got all the camels and that. So it kind of smells like the heat of like the sand and like the rocks. So it's almost like you can smell the heat and that. So yeah, it smells warm, if that makes sense. It's got a slight sweetness to it. It's not candy sweet. It's not a fruity sweetness. It's more of like a resin sweetness. It's quite slight, quite subtle. Again, it's all very soft and that gentle. It's got a slight dryness to it as well. Definitely dates. I definitely detect like the dates note in it. So like if you know what dates smell like, so slightly sweet. Like when I first smell it, it's like I to be honest, I could hardly smell it. Like this was in the shop, and I think like after smelling it like a few times and that, like properly testing it out, it's like I really started to get it. It's definitely not like a in-your-face fragrance. So about an hour after you sprayed it, so like the dry down, it starts to smell a bit more like exotic, like to my nose. So I'm kind of guessing that might be like the frankincense in this. Now I haven't actually smelt frankincense on its own, so I'm just kind of guessing this, but if you see pictures of frankincense, it's basically like these little stone, this sort of like little stones basically. They're quite crackly, kind of, it's almost got that texture to it, Camel. Like it's got this sort of crackly kind of texture to it, like the smell. So like, especially in the dry down. Also, like the myrrh as well, that's obviously kind of adds to the sweetness. But yeah, it's definitely like exotic. So I kind of, imagine like, you're walking around like an Egyptian market or something, and it's obviously like very sunny, very hot. and you know, you've got all these different smells and that, and it's all very exotic. And yeah, I mean, it really does smell like that, like in the dry down. So the price for this is, on the official website, it's $175, but I've seen it on the Bloom website here in the UK for £175. So this is for a 60 ml extrait de parfum concentration as well, so it is pretty concentrated. So yeah, that's it. That's my review of Camel by Zoologist. So hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.